Good morning, children. Children, today again we are going to start our topic decomposition reactions. In the last class, you have studied about certain decomposition reactions. Today, we will be dealing with certain metallic compounds and we will see the decomposition of these metal compounds. Now, you see the activity series I have written here. In this activity series, the elements are arranged from potassium to some of the elements, metals are left in this. Few metals of activity series are being shown. So you can see here the highly reactive metals are at the top. Then as you go down, the reactivity decreases. Now what happens? The decomposition, or you can say the decomposition on heating, thermal decomposition depends upon the reactivity of the metals. The metal which is more reactive forms comparatively more stable compounds. For example, if we see the metal hydroxide of potassium and sodium. So potassium and sodium hydroxides, the metals potassium and sodium which are more reactive. So hydroxides of potassium and sodium are stable to heat, means they will not decompose on heating. As you move down in the activity series and see the hydroxides of calcium, magnesium, aluminium, they do decompose. For example, if you see calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole twice, when you heat it, it decomposes to form calcium oxide and water vapor. So metals from the hydroxides of potassium and sodium are stable to heat. From calcium to copper, the hydroxides of metals from calcium to copper, they decompose on heating to form the metallic oxide and water vapor. For example, if we see another hydroxide, say copper hydroxide, CuOH whole twice, it will also decompose on heating to form copper oxide and water vapor. So you can remember it like this only, that in the activity series, metals from calcium to copper form the hydroxides which decompose on heating to give the metallic oxide and water vapor. This is the thing. Now as we move down to mercury, silver, gold and platinum, if we see their hydroxides, like suppose we take hydroxide of silver, 4 molecules of it will decompose to form metal silver, water vapor and oxygen. So the metals below copper, mercury, silver, they when their hydroxides are heated, they decompose to give metal plus water vapor plus oxygen. So this is how the hydroxides of various metals decompose. Now let us come to the other type of compounds which are known as metallic carbonates. Here also in metallic carbonates, the carbonates of potassium and sodium are stable to heat. Carbonates of potassium and sodium are stable to heat. Now further, from calcium to copper, the carbonates of calcium to copper, if you see calcium carbonate, heat it, it will decompose to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas is released. That means in general, if you see the metals from calcium to copper, their carbonates will decompose to form metallic oxide and carbon dioxide. You can see the carbonate of zinc also, zinc carbonate, ZnCO3, heat it, you will get zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. So you can remember it like this. Now next is, if you see the carbonates of metals below in the activity series, let us take the example of carbonate of silver. It will decompose to form metal silver plus carbon dioxide gas and plus oxygen gas. So this is the balanced reaction. 4 atoms of silver are formed, 2 molecules of carbon dioxide and 1 molecule of oxygen. So you can say that metals below copper like mercury and silver, when their carbonates decompose to form what? Metal plus oxygen plus carbon dioxide. Metal, oxygen and carbon dioxide are formed. So this is how you can remember you can learn the decomposition of these compounds. Now next let us see one more type of compounds, that is nitrates, metallic nitrates. So let us start the metallic nitrates. Metallic nitrates, if we take the nitrate of potassium and sodium, nitrates, let us say the nitrate of potassium. When you heat the nitrate of potassium, 2 molecules of it will break to form nitrite, metallic nitrite, and oxygen is released. That means potassium and sodium nitrates decompose on heating. So you will get metallic nitrates form metallic nitrite plus oxygen. Now if you see the metals from calcium to copper, calcium to copper nitrate, let us take the example of calcium nitrate. If you heat 2 molecules of calcium nitrate, you will get calcium oxide, nitrogen dioxide, a reddish brown gas, and along with that oxygen gas is released. So 2 molecules of calcium oxide, 4 molecules of nitrogen dioxide and oxygen is released. So this is the balanced reaction. Similarly, zinc nitrate, if you take ZnNO3 whole twice, 2 molecules of it you take, heat it, you will get zinc oxide, nitrogen dioxide, a reddish brown gas, 4 molecules of it, and oxygen will be released. So metals from calcium to copper, their nitrates break up to give metallic oxide, nitrogen dioxide, a reddish brown gas, and oxygen is evolved. Then as we move below copper to silver nitrate, let us take AgNO3. It will give 2Ag plus NO2 plus O2. So if you balance this reaction, so it will be coming as 2Ag plus 2NO2 plus O2. So this is the thing that when you heat the silver nitrate, it will break up to form metal, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen gas will be formed again. So this is all about the decomposition of the metallic compounds. Now further I will be, after this I will be posting a video in which you can see the decomposition of these compounds and whatever the observation you can see very properly. What do you observe, what kind of compound is formed after heating, which gas is released, that you can see very properly.